Welcome to another platform tutorial video. This is Jai Gallo with Platform, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the Platform Online Course feature. The Platform Online Course feature is one of the most advanced and the best place to put your online course, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly why. But before we get into that, if at the end of this video you have any questions about the Platform Online Course feature or anything else inside of Platform, all you have to do is navigate to the Support Hub inside of your Platform account, and you're going to get presented with our 10-step Platform Launch video series inside of our frequently asked questions. These are basically drop-down menus where you can watch this video, you can execute the task inside of it, and then you can watch the next video and execute the task. And by the time you're done with the 10 steps, you're going to have a platform that is up and ready to launch. There's also at the end of these, there's also a bunch of other questions and answers to anything that you might need. If you have a very specific question and unique to you, you can chat with us live on our encrypted chat. If for some reason we're offline, you can also submit a ticket. Just enter in a subject line and your message and send it out to us, and somebody on our team will get back to you easily within 24 hours. Alternatively, if you want to go deeper, you can just click the Help Docs link at the top here, and it's going to take you to our Platform knowledge base. And you click this first link here where it says Help Docs, and it's going to take you to a page that categorizes all of our Platform help documentation to make it easy for you to find out more in-depth information about everything that Platform can do for your online business. If for some reason you have an online presence or you're trying to make an online presence and you do not have a Platform account, what you need to do is you need to go to platformarea.com today, right now, and sign up for one of our free trials and find out how you can harness the power of Platform to exponentially scale your online business. Back to this video about our online course. The online course feature inside of Platform is one of the most robust features that Platform offers. So there's a lot to go over in this video, and I'm going to try to keep it short and keep it condensed. My goal in the video is going to be to show you what all of the options are and what you can do with the course feature. But the best way to actually experience the course feature is to go inside of Platform and actually start using it. Start building your course and seeing how it looks inside of your members area, and then you can see for yourself and experience it for yourself through your members' eyes. So let's get started. If you are selling online courses and you have a Platform account, all you have to do is go to the navigation here where there's this big fat button that says Add Feature. You click that Add Feature and it's going to take you to this page, and you can go through and add all of these features to your Platform membership site if you want. But today we're talking about online courses. So all you got to do is click this and then click Select, and it's going to add the course for you on this left navigation here. I already have a course set up and built, a real mini course. It's only got 2 modules, but it's going to be enough for us to explain how this course works. So the course feature is divided up into 2 tabs here. There's a Build tab and there's a Settings tab. The Build tab is where you're actually going to construct the curriculum for your online course. The Settings tab is where you're actually going to adjust all of the settings for this course feature itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out in the Build section. I'm going to show you everything in there, and then at the end we're going to go over the settings, because the settings are really important too. And we'll probably be bouncing back in between each one so I can kind of show you how these work as well. But let's start off at the Build tab. When you first add your course feature into your Platform account, what's going to happen is you're going to be presented with a place where you can start to add modules. And the way that we construct our online course is we have modules and lessons within those modules. And these are laid out here with drop-down menus as well. And what happens is you can also drag and drop these in any order that you want, and then just click the reorder button. But to start off, what you're always going to want to do is add a module. So to do that, you're just going to click Add Module. Then a click pop's going to come up where you can add your title for your module. And then what it's going to do is it's going to present you with 2 different options to drip out this module. to your members. So the first drip option is pretty much a standard drip, and this is your availability day. Now, as you can see, both of these drips are optional, so you don't have to use either one of these if you don't want to. There's also another drip that I'm going to show you in the settings that you can utilize if you want. But this first drip for this module, you can drip it by number of days after a member has access. So what that means is you can restrict this module by the day after somebody has access. So you can set this to however many days you want. You can set it to 8 days. And what that means is when a member gets access to this feature, to this course feature, this module will not be available for 8 days after that happens. And if you don't understand any of these options either, you can always hover over the tooltip here and it'll give you a little bit more insight about what these options are. The other option that you can do is you can set a publish date. So this means a date literally in the future. You can select it and click OK. And now if we set this and we save this, what this means is that this module will not be available until this exact date. So I'm going to go back to this one day and I'm going to click 1 and I'm going to save this. And as you can see, because we did that, there is an hourglass next to this module showing that there is an actual drip associated with this module. The other modules I have, there's no drip associated with them. And a drip, by the way, is just basically a restriction on how your members can proceed through your course. And then as you can see, module 4 demo has 0 videos. So if I want to add a video or add a lesson, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to this side icon here that says add lesson, and I'm going to click add a lesson. And then I can title this whatever I want. So let me title this lesson 1, and I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to save this. And as you can see, I need to add a video file to this course. So let's go ahead and add a video file. So I added a video file and I'm going to click save. And now I have a lesson inside of there. And the lesson shows the timestamp of how long the video is, and it shows the title. If I add a thumbnail, it'll show the thumbnail as well. Right now we don't have a thumbnail, so it's not showing anything. To go back into that lesson to edit it, all you have to do is click the 3 hamburger dots here and select edit lesson, and it will bring us back into the lesson so that we can edit it. So let me go through real quick inside of a lesson some of the options that you have. Inside of a lesson, you have the lesson name. You have the video for that lesson. All you have to do to change the lesson video is just click upload. There's also a lesson thumbnail. And then on the side here, this is your content underneath your lesson, right? So you can add buttons and you can change the text of the button. You can change the URL of the button, size of the button. You can add as many buttons as you like for this lesson. And then the other thing you can do is you can drag and drop all of these elements. So you can drag and drop all these elements inside of here to get them in the order that you want inside of your content. So I'm going to delete these. You can also add an image and add as many images as you like as well. And then you just click the X here to get rid of other ones that you want. And again, you can just drag and drop all of this information. There's additional content, and all you have to do is type in here. I can also upload PDFs, as many PDFs as I'd like inside this lesson. I can also upload audio files. On the left-hand side here, you can see Unlock Hidden Feature section. What this does is if you have other features hidden inside of your platform, what this will allow you to do is select that hidden feature, and then if somebody completes this lesson inside of the course, it'll unlock other features inside of their membership site. So for example, inside of here, I have all these other features. I could have these hidden to this member, but when he goes through the course and he completes this lesson, it will unlock, like for example, the crypto merch. Right now I have it that it is unlocked for this guy, but if he completes this lesson inside of his course, it'll unlock this feature for him. So that's a really cool feature inside of the lessons. The other thing that you can do is you can set a quiz. So you can add a quiz to this lesson. And I'm going to get into that later on in the video. So those are some of the cool things that you can do inside of the lessons. And we're going to go back through and I'm going to show you how all these look inside of your members area in a bit. But that is how all the modules and the lessons are laid out inside of your platform account. And you can add as many modules as you want, and you can add as many lessons inside of the modules as you like as well. And you can also drag and drop the lessons inside of the modules. If you want to preview the way that your course looks inside of your membership site, all you have to do is click this preview button and it's going to take you to your membership area. If you are not logged in, it will probably prompt you to log in with your test member credentials. So what you do is you would just go back to your platform account, you would grab your test member credentials and you would log in. And then you'll be able to see what your course looks like to a member. So that is how all the modules and the lessons work to get started building your course inside of Platform. But I want to show you one other cool thing before we actually start diving into what this actually looks like to your members. If you go to settings, there's going to be an option here called program layout. The program layout gives you two different styles of courses that you can offer your members. There's a module layout and then there's a sidebar layout. You will be able to select whichever style you like and you prefer, and you'll also be able to switch back and forth between the two at any time you want. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Currently, this is the style for the sidebar. So it's kind of a conventional look. It's basically your big video at the top here, and you got your previous and next lesson progression, and you have all your curriculum on the side here. Underneath here, there'll be your content area, but for this lesson, there's no content underneath it, but we're going to add some in a little bit. This is the design for the sidebar option inside of your settings. So let's go ahead and change that to module. So if we select module and we click save, and then we go back to our membership site, we can refresh. And now what this is going to do is it's going to completely change the layout of the course. And now you can see you got your course title. You have an intro video here. And then you have all of your lessons in drop-down modules as well. So you got your module 1 and then your lessons inside of it. You got your module 2, your lessons inside of it. And module 4 has one video, but it's locked. And at the top here, you'll have a progress bar so that the member can see how far they've progressed. And then if they click a lesson, there'll be a pop-up with the course content for that lesson inside of it. You got your video, and you have, at this point, you have content, and you have a MP3 player. So that is the design for the module look. So you can select whichever one you want. You can test it out, see what works better, see what your members like better, and then you can just roll with that as you move forward. Some things of note that you can see here is there's an identification of that there's a PDF attached to this. There's also a timestamp of each video length. There's also a progress icon. So this blue pie chart here shows that this video is currently in progress and this video is currently getting watched. The green check mark means that this lesson has been completed. The new icon means that this is a new video that has been entered into the course curriculum. The red locked icon shows the member that this lesson is locked. And if I click on it, nothing happens. If I click on any of the other ones, it'll actually show the lesson because these are available. But I can't actually have access to this until this is unlocked. And take note to how these videos are actually getting delivered here. You can see that this is not a Vimeo link. This is not a YouTube link. These videos are actually uploaded onto our private secure servers for your video hosting. So you actually don't even need a place to host your videos. You can host them inside of Platform, which is super valuable because if you've ever tried to create a course and host your videos inside that course on YouTube, it's kind of a nightmare because you can't get rid of any of the options that YouTube puts in their player. So people can actually then go to YouTube to watch your videos, and also they'll get distracted. They can leave. They're easy to rip. You know, that's none of that's good. So host your whole video course inside of Platform so that it's secure and so that it's protected. So back to these locked videos here. As you can see, there's a lock on this, and that leads me to the other option for dripping out your course. And that is by this option here called AutoLock. So what AutoLock does is it locks the progress of the member through your course based on whether or not they watched the video or not. Again, this is something else that Platform has that other people don't, because if your video is not hosted on those other sites, it's very hard for the course builder to track the progress of the watched video because the video is being hosted on Vimeo or Wistia or YouTube or someplace like that. But here, since the videos are inside of Platform's system, we can track to the second everyone's progress throughout these videos. So then when a video is completed watched, it will actually unlock the next lesson and the next module. It's super valuable for making sure that your members consume your course in the order in which you want them to consume it. Now, if you toggle this off and you click save, and then you go back and you refresh, what that'll do is it'll take all of the throttling off of it. So it'll just be a free-for-all. Now, you can see in this module, there's no videos, so it's not clicking. A member will be able to access it, and they would just be able to cherry pick the whole course, any video that they want to watch in any order. But if you want to restrict that, you would turn on your auto lock and click save, and then they have to complete it and watch it in the order in which you laid it out for them. And now, speaking of progress through your course, you'll actually be able to go back to your Platform account. You'll be able to click members, and then you can click on your member and you can go to activity. And at the bottom here, you'll be able to see their progress through the entire course. So that's valuable data to have as well. One of the last items to go over in regards to the overview of the course feature inside of Platform also is inside of settings. If you go to settings and you scroll down to the bottom, there's actually a downloadable certificate option. What that does is once somebody completes the course and watches all the videos, what can happen is you can set this that you can have them download a certificate of completion. And all you have to do to implement that is just toggle this download certificate option to on, and you are good to go. And then what you can do is you can add in who is issuing this certificate. And we set ours as Crypto Heroes because this is the course here. And then you can put any note that you want. And then you can just click Preview Certificates. And it's going to show you what the certificate actually looks like. So this is our one certificate layout that we have currently. We will be upgrading this with a bunch of different options so you can add customizable certificates and all that jazz. But as of this video right now, there is one certificate option, and Platform will autofill the member's name inside of there upon course completion. And here's the text that you can fill in. And here is the instructor issuer name. Platform will also add the date, and the member will be able to download this certificate as a PDF and then keep it for their reference. One of the other cool parts of Platform's course feature. So what I went ahead and did so that we could see the certificate in action is I went ahead and I logged in to another member who is basically almost done completing the course except for the last module that you and I uploaded. So let's go ahead and click on that and see what happens. So we click on that, and as we can see in this player, you can see like I can't click forward. As a member, I can't click forward and just like skip this lesson. I can't just click next even though there is no next. Back in our settings, I have this set to auto lock. So that means like I have to, as a member, watch this video before it's completed. Now, what we also got presented with was another cool freaking feature inside of Platform. If you go back to settings inside of your course, you can select this "Are you still watching?" option. If you toggle this on, what this will do is it'll stop in between halfway through your video and ask the member if they're still watching. Now, what does this do, right? These videos that I'm uploading here for this demo is only 24 seconds long, but I imagine inside of your course, you have pretty long videos. Probably some of them are even an hour plus long for a lesson. What happens a lot inside of courses, and we've done a lot of extensive research on this throughout thousands and thousands of people's courses, we find that a lot of times, especially for longer videos, what happens is a member will start playing it And then just so that they know that they can't progress through, they can't skip ahead. They'll know that, okay? So what they'll do is they'll play the video and then they'll go make a sandwich, or they'll go do something else, or play a video game or something, just so that they can get past this lesson. Well, that's a big problem for a course creator, because what does that do? That means that this person isn't consuming the content within that lesson. So what does that mean? That means that most likely this member or student who's going through the course isn't going to get the result that you're intending for them to get by going through your course. So that's a big problem then, because then a member will not get the result that they want, and then they'll issue a chargeback for the course or something like that. Or there'll be a big problem on support. They'll be continually asking questions and stuff like that. And it's like, it's in the program. Why are you asking me that? It's in the program. So obviously you didn't watch it. What that does is it helps prevent that. So let's go ahead and continue watching this video until it's all the way done. Okay, so now as you can see, for this course, it says, congratulations on finishing the program. Download your certificate here. So a member, after they completed, they can click download. It's going to download as a PNG certificate. And we're going to put that into pictures, and we're going to click save. And then we're going to open that up. And then here is the certificate that we just gave our member. So certificate of completion, proudly presented to Nikola Tesla, because that's whose account we're in. This is a certificate for completion of this official course from Crypto Heroes on April 21st, 2022, because that's when this took place. So that's how their certificate works. Now, this will always be here so that the member can continually download this if they want to. And if we go ahead and we switch to the sidebar layout and we click save, and we go back into our members area and we refresh, now we can see the downloadable certificate is at the top here. Let's go back to the course build area and we will check out the elements inside of a lesson. Okay, so what we are doing right now is we're editing the getting started lesson, the first lesson in our course. So now you're familiar with the lesson video, you're familiar with the thumbnail, and we've talked about the unlock hidden feature, the set quiz, which we'll get back to in a second, but now let's go back to these elements. So let's see what an element actually looks like. This button text, let's go ahead and say, and then what we're going to do is we're going to grab a URL. Let's grab that URL and add it to this button. And let's go ahead and click save. So let's go ahead and go back to our members area. So you can see here the button, click here to grab this offer. If a member clicks it, it's going to take them to that URL that they have attached to the button. Now we can also change the size of the button, and we can click save, and we can make that button a little bit bigger if we want. The other thing that we can do is we can continue to add more and more buttons if we want, and then drag and drop and move them around as we want. So let's see what an image looks like. We'll just click upload, and we'll grab a picture here, and we're going to click save. Then we go back over to our members area, right, and we hit refresh, and you can see what the image looks like. So now what I can do then is I want this image at the top. Let's just update that. Click save, go back over, and now the order has changed. So one of the other things here that's very cool is this content. Content's just normal content. The content field is basically just text, so we can add as much text as we want. Click save. And then down here, we refresh and more text comes in. And we can add as much content in these blocks and then move them around to adjust however we want them to go. Now the PDF, we can add a downloadable PDF, which is really cool too. So you just click upload and you go to documents and you upload a PDF and the upload is completed. So you just go ahead and click save and then you click refresh. And then here is an icon to download that PDF. So if a member clicks that, there you go. They have the PDF now of whatever you want that PDF to be. Super simple, but it's a cool feature to have. The other thing is the media player. So you can add an audio file by clicking music, and let's just add this rock file here. It's an MP3. You're going to want to make sure that these are MP3s, and you click save, and then you can actually play this here as well.
Oh, from the ashes.
So you can play this to make sure it's the right file before you publish it. You can hit pause, and then you can go back here and you can go ahead and see what this looks like as a member.
Oh, from the ashes, I will rise.
So there's a lot of things that you can do with this. Use your imagination on how you can implement this for your business. But you can just keep adding these files as well. If you want to add a couple audio files, just add another one. And you click save, come back over, refresh, and now we got 2 right here. But let's just break these up. Let's go ahead and do this. Click save, come back, and now the order has changed. So you can just continually add more content to your lesson as you feel suits your course. So that's a buzz through of all the elements that you can add within your lesson. Lots of options there. The last thing really to discuss about the course feature is the quiz option. So the lesson quiz, what this does is it allows you to add a quiz to any lesson that a member has to pass so that they can proceed to the next lesson. So let's go ahead and create a quiz for this lesson and see what this looks like. So question 1, we're going to type in, is platform the best? And then you can type in an answer, yes, and you can enter this as the correct answer, and then you can add more answers, more answer options. No. And as you can see, yes is the correct answer. So if I go ahead and I save this, that means that now this quiz has been updated. If I want to edit it again, I can just go back in and edit it. Now there's also a passing percentage. So you can change the percentage of what it takes out of all of your list of questions in your quiz. What does it take to pass that? So for this quiz, we're going to say 100% because there's only one question. So that means that 100% somebody has to answer this correctly, this one question correctly, so that they can pass. If you have 2 questions and you have that at 100%, that means they have to answer both questions right. And as you move forward in your percentage, you can adjust that accordingly. So we're going to click save. And then we should be able to go back over to our course. And we're going to click refresh. And now let's go ahead and play this and see if we get presented with the quiz. So the are you still watching kicked in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, yes, I'm still watching. So it allows me to continue. So now we got presented with the quiz here and it says, hey, is platform the best? And the obvious answer is yes. I'm not going to say no because I'm not going to admit that I'm not very bright, right? So I'm going to say yes, it's obvious, and I'm going to click next. Now, congratulations, you passed the quiz. See you in the next lesson. And you click finish. Now the course lets me progress to the next actual lesson. So that's one way that you can restrict the flow of your members through the course as well. When you come back to your build area, you'll see that there's an icon here next to this lesson signifying that there's a quiz attached to it so that you'll be able to glance at your course from this build section and you'll be able to see it real easy. Now, one other thing that I want to add is that you can add unlimited amount of courses inside of your platform for your members, right? All you have to do is just upgrade to the Pro plan, and then you can just continually add courses inside of here. Now, something else that you can do is if you have a course and you label it hidden. So I have this first crypto course, and let's say I make another crypto course 2, and I set it to hidden inside of the settings. So I go to settings and I turn the hidden features on. And then I come back to crypto course 1. I could set that the final lesson unlocks the next course. So like as a member, I won't even know that there's a crypto course 2. I won't even see it in here. Won't even have that option, right? But when I get to the end of this course and I finish it, then all of a sudden, boom, crypto course 2 will pop here. The other thing that I can do then is I can actually paywall that off. They'll have to buy that next course to proceed through it. And you can just keep doing this over and over and over again. It's freaking awesome, all the customizations that you can make inside of your membership area. Nothing else like it, literally on the internet. So we almost ran through all of our settings here, which is awesome too. But let's buzz through the rest of these settings that are remainder. We got the icon. You can upload your own icon by clicking upload, and then it'll change here. And the icon is a representation of the actual feature inside of your membership site. It'll show right here. See this coin here? And I got this coin here. It'll also show for you as reference inside of your platform account. There's also whatever you want to name this course or this feature. We're talking about the course feature. You can change the name of this. So crypto course, let's just call it crypto course 1. Let's hit save. Let's come back over to the membership area and let's refresh. And now you see crypto course 1. So you can change the name of this course and this feature. There's also a feature status. So if you toggle this off, basically what that does is it unpublishes this feature from your membership area. We have an entire video in the help docs on feature status and all of the other options that you can do with it. So go check out that video. There's also a video for the hidden feature. So if you toggle this on, this turns this feature into a hidden feature, which means that it's invisible to all of your members, except for select members that you manually give access to. There's a full video tutorial on how the hidden features work if you don't know how they work inside a platform either. Feature pricing is the next option here, and it's the same thing. There's an entire video on how your feature pricing works, but basically what this does is it paywalls off just this feature. So you can paywall off access to this entire membership area, or you can paywall off just access to these features. I'm kind of blown away by it actually as I'm talking about it. But there's an entire video on all of that. Check that out. We talked about the program layout. We talked about the are you still watching element. We talked about the AutoLock option and the intro video. If you have your program layout selected to module and you click save and we come back over to the membership site and there's our crypto course back again. And you see this first video here. This is an introductory video to the course. This video with pomp in it is this video right here. So this is what the intro video does. This is the content underneath here so that you can add a quick description of this course if you like. And then we already talked about the downloadable certificate. So what we just did was go through all of the options in settings, and we also blazed through all of the build options for the platform course feature as well. So what it's time for you to do right now is it's time for you to go build your course inside of platform and get making tons of cash with your online course. If you have any questions about this video or anything else inside of platform, please hit us up in live chat in the support. But until then, I will talk to you on the next platform tutorial video.